సో ఈరోజు మనం 8th క్వశ్చన్ చెప్పుకుంటున్నామండి. సో 8th క్వశ్చన్ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్టయితే ఏ కోన్ 40 mm బేస్ 40 mm cone, axis 50 mm, touches the VP on a point of base circle. So axis 50 mm. So VP 50 mm long touches the VP on a point of its base circle. Touches the VP on a point of a base circle. Okay. Axis is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Axis inclination with VP. Axis inclination with VP is equal to 30 degrees. The front view of the axis is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. సో ఆన్ ద స్క్రీన్ పైన మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్టయితే యాక్సెస్ ఈజ్ 50 mm లాంగ్, లైస్ ఆన్ ఏ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ బేస్ ఆన్ VP. సో ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుందండి కోను. సో అంటే కోన్లో ఉండేటటువంటి ట్రయాంగిల్ షేప్ వచ్చేసి మనకి టాప్ వ్యూ అవుతుంది. ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ వచ్చేసి ఒక సర్కిల్ వస్తుంది. సర్కిల్ అప్టైన్స్ ఆన్ వర్టికల్ ప్లేన్ అండ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ అప్టైన్స్ ఆన్ హారిజాంటల్ ప్లేన్. వై సార్? బికాస్ యాక్సెస్ 50 mm long lies on a point of its base on VP. So base is on VP. బేస్ అంటే సర్కిల్ అండి. సర్కిల్ వచ్చేసి వర్టికల్ ప్లేన్ మీద ఉంటుందండి అని చెప్పి అంటున్నారు. సో సర్కిల్ వచ్చేసి మనకి వర్టికల్ ప్లేన్ మీద వస్తుంది, ట్రయాంగిల్ వచ్చేసి మనకి హారిజాంటల్ ప్లేన్ పైన వస్తుందండి. సో ఈ విధంగా మనకి కోన్ అనేది కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే, డ్రా యాక్సిస్ లైన్, X, Y, horizontal plane, vertical plane. So now draw the circle of radius 20 mm because he has given base diameter is 40. So this is the circle. First indicate the diameter. Okay, draw the extension line. So here also mention the diameter given. That is 40. Here arrowheads are important. Length is 3, thickness is 1. Okay, diameter given is 40 mm. Draw the horizontal line. right? So point obtained, the center is O, that is O dash. We can place it as O dash. Draw the axis line, right? Now divide the circle into 8 equal parts for obtaining a smooth curve. So that is 360 degrees divided by 8 equal parts will get 45. So this is 45.90 and this one is 45, 45, right? Now join the lines. So this is the 45 degrees point. Draw one line. And this one is, so this is 45 degrees point. Draw another line. So now we get nearly 8 points. Consider it as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash and H dash. So draw the perpendiculars with point H and B dash up to the reference line. Then F to D, F to D also draw the perpendicular line up to the axis. Given axis length is 50 mm. So this is the point 50 mm. Draw one extension line up to here. Okay. Now indicate the dimensions, the length of the axis. Length of the axis is 50. So this is 50. So obtained point is O. Now join. So here obtained point is A. Here obtained point is BH. Here obtained point is CG. Here obtained point is FD. Here obtained point is E. Now join all the points with O. So A to O and B to H, BH to O and FD to O and E to O, E to O. So mark a point on axis. So I marked here, and he said that axis inclined with VP at 30 degrees. So mark 30 degrees point. So this is the 30 degrees point and draw an inclined line. So this is the inclined line, making an inclination. So at this point indicate the radius, indicate the inclination. So inclination given is 30. Given base dia is 40 mm. So the length of the triangle is exactly 40. So base is 40. Now we need to mention half of the distance clearly. The point should lies on the axis. So you can observe now the point obtained here exactly matches 40. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఈ పాయింట్ కరెక్ట్గా యాక్సిస్ పైన మ్యాచ్ అయ్యేటట్టుగా ఉండాలండి. సో ఆ విధంగా ఉంటేనే మనం ఈ పాయింట్ని మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోగలం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద లైన్ base of the triangle top view. So obtained point is E1. So here obtained point is A1, right? Now take the compass and measure the length between the C and BH, and CG and FD, they are same. So mark it over there. So here center obtained point is, center lo manaku obtained point enti C1 G1. So now C1 G1 to F1 D1, point obtained is F1 D1. CG to BH, CG to BH, point obtained is B1 H1, right? Now given length is, length of the axis is how much? 50 mm. So this is the point, this is O1. Now join A1 O1, A1 O1 and E1 O1, E1 O1 and F1 D1, F1 D1. Now B1 H1 and O1, B1 H1 and O1. So draw the perpendicular from A1, right? Draw the perpendicular from B1 H1, draw the perpendicular from C1 G1 to VP, vertical plane. Draw the perpendicular from F1 D1 to the vertical plane. Draw the perpendicular from E1 to the vertical plane. Draw the perpendicular from O1 to vertical plane. Now draw the parallel line from C dash, then B dash D dash to the, draw one horizontal line, A dash E dash to the center line, H dash F dash to the parallel line, and parallel line from G dash. Now points obtained here. So obtained point is A1 dash, A1 dash. Here B1 dash, H1 dash, and the obtained point here C1 dash, and here obtained point is D1 dash, this one is E1 dash, and this point is F1 dash, and this point is G1 dash. Now draw the circle touching all the points, so draw the curve. Okay, so C to D, D to E, E to F, F to Z, right? So point obtained here is O1 dash. Now join C1 dash and O1 dash and G1 dash and O1 dash, right? So this is the cone. Mark point on the reference line. Okay, so with help of the protractor and the condition given, front view of the axis is inclined at 45 degrees. So 45 degrees తో మన యాక్సిస్ లైన్ డ్రా చేసుకోవాలండి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ 45. డ్రా వన్ లైన్. Okay, take the distance from O1 dash to A1 dash and mark the point. So here is, this is A1 dash and this one is O dash. A2 dash. The point here is O2 dash. Okay, A2 dash, O2 dash. Take the length from O dash to the middle point, which is in between A dash and E dash. So this is the length, and with center O2 dash, mark the point over here. With center O1 dash, take the length from O1 dash to E1 dash and draw the arc over here. So obtained point here is E2 dash, right? Now draw the perpendicular for the middle point. So this is the point and up to here. Right. Take the length from the middle point to the G1 dash. So this is the middle point and mark this. Okay, right. Now take the length from the middle point to the second point and check here also the same distance is there. సో మిడ్ పాయింట్ ఓ పెట్టుకోండి. సో ఇక్కడ ఒక ఆర్క్ డ్రా చేయండి, ఇక్కడ ఒక ఆర్క్ డ్రా చేయండి. ఓకే, రైట్. సో విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు దిస్ పాయింట్ డ్రా వన్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ హియర్. ఓకే, రైట్. With respect to this point, again draw one perpendicular, right? So check the length from O midpoint to the F dash. Here is same, and this midpoint to the H is same. Midpoint to the B1 is same. Midpoint to the D1 is same. So now, so why sir you doing this one means I am recreating the diagram. because he has given axis is inclined to 45 degrees. Okay, now okay, right? Obtained points are A2 dash, and this one is B2 dash, and this one is C2 dash, this one is D2 dash, F2 dash, G2 dash, and H2 dash. Okay, now join the points A to the B, B to the C, C to the D, D to the E, E to the F, F to the G, G to the H2, H2 to the A2 dash. Okay, obtained point is here, O2 dash. Join C2 and O2 dash, and G2 dash and O2 dash, G2 dash and O2 dash. Okay, draw perpendiculars from the recreated front view. This one is recreated front view. So now I need to obtain top view. How it means? By drawing the perpendicular lines from the front view to the horizontal plane. Okay, so draw the perpendicular lines. Okay, from H2 dash to the horizontal plane, G2 dash to the horizontal plane, A2 dash to the horizontal plane, F2 dash to the horizontal plane, B2 dash to the horizontal plane, E2 dash to the horizontal plane, C2 dash to the horizontal plane, D2 dash to the horizontal plane, O2 dash to the horizontal plane. Now draw the perpendiculars from A1 dash to the parallel lines from A1 dash to the this is the parallel line. B1 H1 to the parallel line, C1 G1 to the parallel line, F1 D1 to the parallel line. Draw a parallel line from O1 dash. Okay, now obtained point is O2. So here A dash, here O2 dash perpendicular line, O1 dash parallel line intersect at a point, that is O2. Then B1 dash parallel line, and B2 dash perpendicular line. So this point is B2. Then C1 G1 line, parallel line, and C1, obtained point is C2, and F1 D1 line, and this was D1 line, this is D2, and E1 dash line and E2 dash perpendicular line, this is E2. Next F2 dash perpendicular line, F2 F1 dash F1 perpendicular parallel line meets here. This one is F2. Now C1 G1 dash parallel line and G1 parallel line, G2 dash perpendicular line meets here. This one is G2. Now H1 dash parallel line, H2 dash perpendicular line, and H1 dash parallel line obtains here. This one is H2. Now join the points A2 dash to the B dash, B2 dash, B2, and C2, C2 to the D2, D2 to the E2, E2 to the F2, F2 to the G2, G2 to the H2, H2 to the A2, right? And this is the O2. Join the line from O2 to the A2 and E2 to the D2. Okay, so this is the cone. Finally, front view and top view should be thick. So A2 to the B2, B2 to the C2, C2 to the D2, D2 to the E2, E2 to the F2, F2 to the G2, G2 to the H2, H2 to the A2. Draw a line from O2 to the, because it is visible, G2 dash to the O2 dash also one thick line because it is also visible. This is front view, this is top view. Now A2 to the B2, B2 to the C2, C2 to the D2, D2 to the E2, E2 to the F2, F2 to the G2, G2 to the H2, H2 to the A2. So join line from A2 to the O2 and D2 to the O2. Okay, so finally this is the front view and this one is the top view. So here also A1 and O1 is a thick line and E1 and O1 is a thick line, and A1 to E1 is thick line, and the curve from A1 to B1, B1 to C1, C1 to D1, D1 to E1, E1 to F1 dash, F1 dash to G1 dash, G1 dash to H1 dash, H1 dash to A1 dash. Now C1 to O1 dash also a thick line, and G1 dash to the O1 dash also a thick line, right? So here also A to O is a thick line, and O to E is also thick line, and A to E also thick line, and the curve from A dash to the B dash, B dash to the H dash, B dash to the C dash, C dash to the D dash, D dash to the E dash, E dash to the F dash, F dash to the G dash, G dash to the H dash, H dash to the A dash is thick. So this is the solution for the 8th problem. Thank you.